Okay, so chapter 30 of Exodus. It starts off with the creation of the altar for burning incense, and then it goes on to talk about how the census is to be taken, how no matter rich or poor, they are to give only a half shekel, and then the basin for washing their hands and feet before they enter the tent is created. And then we have the holy anointing oil and the instructions that that is to only be used on all of the furnishings and all parts of the tent and the ark in order to make it holy and clean, but it's not to be used on any people. And then it also goes on to explain how to create the incense that they burn. And throughout this part, and as well as the last few chapters of God's instructions, it's a constantly repeated phrase where it says, "for the generations to come." And I think this is an important aspect because God is kind of handing Aaron and Moses and all of their descendants all of these tools in order to stay as close to God's holiness as possible, because everything that they put the anointing oil on becomes holy. Obviously, they can't put it on themselves because they can't be fully holy, and it's only to be used for specific things. So, it's kind of just showing, everything that God is involved with. All of these instructions and stuff, he's allowing them to be surrounded by things that are set apart from the rest of their worldly objects and possessions, which I thought was really cool. And also, as far as the anointing oil goes, I kind of looked up what it exactly was used for other than this, and it's a common thing throughout the Bible. We read in Esther how all of the potential wives had to be prepared with oil and perfumes for 6 months, I think it was. So oil plays a pretty big role in the Bible as well as a tool for becoming pure and clean as possible, and often those things are considered holy. So I just thought that was interesting. Those are just two things that I've never really thought about outside of Exodus. So those are my thoughts.